you so much. I hope you come again. I hope you do too, Aaron. I hope we see both of you again. And now we're going to hear from a person who has been with us since the very first reading, November 2004, and we're happy to have him here again, Jim Martin.
Thanks. I've been swamped this month. I have one thing that I started, and I'm going to read it. It has, you'll see a place where there's a bump. I've been exploring, my wife died 3 years ago, or almost 3 years ago, and I've been exploring in poetry what I experience. And it keeps changing. There may be some sort of developmental thing in there. Conversations. Open a standard topic, nuanced comment, new perspective, accented words. Tack to a new course, the conversation evolves, sails to new ports. In your absence, your nuances don't accent the conversation. My perspective sails calm, known waters, alone, empty of our spirit. Thank you.
Drees was also a friend of this series who read, and we enjoyed hearing her. The book that came out earlier this year, Ghost Town Poetry Volume 2, is dedicated in part to her. And actually, several of the, if you are one of our newer friends here tonight, many of the people that you heard here tonight are in the book, and that book is here. I can see it from here, Ghost Town Poetry Volume 2. So I have a couple of new poems to say goodnight. I do think it's a good practice to read the new ones that you're not so sure about. Yeah. Tiny man distracts from contemplation of infinity. How gently has night, secret lover, bound by neither vow nor contract, delivered you into a circle of ghostly deliverance, devoid of daylight's mundanity. Every night, as I attempt to fall asleep, a tiny man screams at me from deep inside the fibers of my pillow, admonishing me, ranting nonsense and inscrutable mysticism to distract me from the contemplation of infinity, to prevent me from learning its origins and meaning. Mothers die, poets sicken, no stopping this deterioration. Every chair at this table will eventually empty. No substitution for the living, breathing lover. Every brother, every sister will expire. Every sigh, every laugh, every cry fade. What is left? What remains? How does one continue after the duende has disappeared? So reading the new ones is a good idea because it helps you to understand how you feel. I feel okay about that. Not sure about the title. I think it's too literal, so I'm up for suggestions if anyone has one later. This poem is called, I am sure about this title. This poem is called Your Heart is as Big as the World. I am a soldier, a medic performing an autopsy on your broken soul. Waist deep in an autoclave. All sorts of past demise, I ejaculate red, white, and blue. It's not sanity. Even if you hide, this shit don't sound sane. Where are the helpful hordes? Have they got some sort of social anxiety disorder? I remember how transforming it was to feel I was loved. How does one disable speech? Jim Morrison read Rimbaud, Nietzsche's Birth of Tragedy, and Joseph Campbell's Hero with a Thousand Faces. I want to know what the fuck moved him to do those things. I don't want to be rich. Starving artist, that's legit. And now for some real gore. Dying to oneself. The vocabulary of the mystics. A geography of the spirits for me. Our sweet, blind, bottomless hope. Took too long to get here. Still glad I made the journey. So I like, when I work with collage, I like to acknowledge that if you want to know exactly where everything came from, you can ask me after, but a couple of the people that you heard from there were some members of my family, the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, David James Randolph, a student from Vancouver School of Arts and Academics, Joseph Campbell, and Kristen Berger, who's somebody who some of you have heard here at Ghost Town Poetry Open Mic. I am really happy about this evening. I really appreciate your energy and your words. Next month, we have one of the people that I've been wanting to get here for a long time. She's a really great performer, Emily Pittman Newberry. She'll be here on June 12th, so I hope that you'll all come back and join us for that. Daniel's not here anymore, but I'm grateful to Daniel Scotch Mills. Very grateful to Mark and Mel for staying open late for us once a month. Thank you for that. And please show your appreciation for Mel's service to the poetry community and to your local independent bookstore by coming at 2 o'clock on Saturday to celebrate the publication of her new book. And we will see you next time. Thanks so much.